Is it recording? I think it's recording. Good morning. I'm going to come on here for just a little bit and talk this morning. It's February the 15th, and I don't reckon I know a thing. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. I hope y'all had a good Valentine's Day. Me and Terry did. We didn't buy cards or candy or nothing like that for each other. We both just stayed here and did we enjoy each other's company? We did. We enjoyed each other's company. Because we're just pretty loose around each other. Don't have to worry about impressing each other after 40-some years. Neither one of us are going no place. Flowers or candy or have that or not. got my coffee, got my hot drink this morning. And yeah, I've got my collagen powder in it. And what else am I going to do today? I know what I'm going to do today. I am going to take this flaxseed, it's whole flaxseed, and I'm going to put it in my grain grinder and grind it up because it's whole because I wanted it to keep longer. And I've had this for quite a while. I even kept it in the freezer for a while, but I've got it out now, and I've finally been using some of it because I've started this ketogenic diet on and off several times through the years, but I'm back on it hard again now. I think trying to do the best I can. But anyway, I bought these little crackers here from, I don't know if it was Thrive or where I got them from. I think it was Thrive because I've been ordering some of my ingredients from Thrive. But they're called flackers and they're made with flaxseed. Let me show you these little crackers. And I'd have to look back to see what I paid for them, but they wasn't cheap. But that's what my little flackers look like. I think they have 2 different colors of flaxseed in them. And I eat them with chili or whatever, something, if I salad, if I need a little crunch, but they're not that great. I know, I'm a carb addict, so eating something else is kind of hard for me sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to take this today, and I'm going to make my own flaxseed crackers. I've got some onion powder and garlic powder and sea salt, and I'm going to use this, and I'll make my own flackers. You know what? I bet you they're just going to be just as good. Oh, and another thing is I bought some little cookies. I don't have the empty box now, but I ate a box of keto chocolate chip cookies, and they weren't that great either. But anyway, I'm just going to be honest with you. But I'm going to make my own keto low carb chocolate chip cookies today too. I've got to have my cookies and got to have my sweets. Anyway, I know I can't have potatoes on this ketogenic diet because that's one of those high carb foods you can't have. But yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I know the old timers around here used to always plant their potatoes on Valentine's Day. Now, my husband, he plants his closer to St. Patrick's Day. He says he's Irish, and the Irishman plants them on St. Patrick's Day. Now, I don't know if he's Irish or not. He's not ever done the genealogy, or, the what do you want to call it, the DNA test to see how much Irish he is. But he teases me and says, well, I'm an Irishman. I plant mine on St. Patrick's Day. But I've got this neighbor that she's pretty old. She's in her 80s, and her daddy and her uncle, they were both old-time farmers around here, and her daddy used to plant on St. Patrick's Day, and her uncle will plant on Valentine's Day, and they wasn't really competing with each other, but you know, they both grow good potatoes whether they planted them on Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day. What was it? Allie and Henry were their names. I won't say no more, but anyway, they both planted, those old time brothers planted potatoes, and they both planted them a different day, and both of them just swore by you're supposed to plant this day or that day. But anyway, my husband's going to plant his closer to St. Patrick's Day, and you have to hope that the ground's not too wet and all that. You don't want to plant in wet ground because that just make it hard as mud. You don't want to plant when it's too dry either. Ground's got to be just right sometimes to grow stuff. Isn't that something? And we always garden, you know we do, and we always plant rows. We're not much on raised beds and all that stuff. We just do a traditional rows in the garden. And my husband says he's going to try to go back to the nursery today and get a few more muscadine plants because we need a few more to finish that row, and then we need to put those cow panels up to make the arbor. So we've just got a list of things we're going to do today. That's all for me this morning. I'm just rambling on here, not saying anything worth anything. Be time to go out and do some chores. Cause it's 8:30, and I go up to the long barns, what we call the chicken houses, at 9 to pick up a gathering of hatching eggs from there. And down here in my yard, I got little backyard chickens. Now there's something else, because that one little red hen is still a little buddy, and she comes up on that box every day and lays a little egg. When Terry first turns them out, she just makes a beeline up there and jumps up on the wood pile and into that box, and a few minutes later you can go look, and she's left you an egg there. She gets in there and gets her work done for the day. That way she can spend the rest of the day just milling around doing whatever. Do you guys have backyard chickens? I think I got 29 eggs yesterday, and I'm getting more than what I can do, than I can cook with or eat. So I boil them and feed them back to them. They really like those boiled eggs, and I think it's probably good for them. But it's more than what I can use, more than what I could even give away. I'd probably, anyway, nobody wants to come buy them. I think they want me to give them to them, but they don't want to buy them. So I just feed them back to the chickens, save on the chicken feed bill. But I love having them and watching them. I got 7 guineas, and I still don't know which is the female and which is the male guineas. But not too much longer, I'm going to take some of those eggs and hatch some more out. Not that I need any more chickens, but I just want to hatch them out just to see what I end up with. Hatch some of those little Bainey's eggs. I wish I could show you those eggs I got yesterday, but they're not up here within reach, so I won't get them. All right, I gotta go. I've rambled on and on and on and not said a thing worthwhile, worth listening to. Bye. Y'all have a lovely day. Love ya.